10-year-old Caleb Schwab was having a fun day at Schlitterbahn Vacation Village theme park in Kansas on August 7, 2016. However, tragedy struck when he was riding the 50-meter Verrückt water slide, one of the park's most popular attractions. His raft became airborne and hit the safety netting, resulting in his instantaneous death. Initially considered a freak occurrence, a thorough investigation following Caleb Schwab's death uncovered a shocking truth. The Verrückt water slide had always been hazardous and should not have been permitted to operate. The idea for Verrückt, which was designed to be the world's fastest water slide, came from Jeff Henry, the co-owner of Schlitterbahn, who had expressed his ambition during a trade show interview. Jeff Henry tried to sell the idea to various manufacturers. Unfortunately, no one was willing to undertake the task of constructing the ride. However, undeterred by this setback, Henry resolved to take on the design and construction of the ride himself. Verrückt was constructed with 2 drops. First, a 17-story plunge, followed by a brief uphill section that carried riders to the top of the second, longer drop. Riders had to climb over 200 steps to reach the top of the tower, where they would then ride on specialized 3-person rafts. During the testing phase, sandbags were placed on these rafts and sent down the slide. It was discovered that the sandbags would often become airborne at the end of the uphill section and collide with the newly installed safety netting on several occasions. In an attempt to reduce the risk, the lower half of the ride was demolished and reconstructed at a gentler angle. Furthermore, a weight restriction was established for groups of riders to prevent them from acquiring excessive speed during the initial descent. Jeff Henry was not a professional ride designer or engineer by profession. In his eagerness to open the slide for the 2014 season, he urged the designers he had hired to work around the clock, resulting in rushed calculations and tests that would normally have taken months. However, the media and safety inspectors were unaware of these issues and the failed safety tests. The state of Missouri had allowed Schlitterbahn to conduct its inspections rather than requiring state inspections, which led to the state not discovering the ride's hazards. Upon its opening, Verrückt garnered widespread attention from the media and was honored with the title of the best new water park ride at the 2014 Golden Ticket Awards. However, during the subsequent year, at least 13 riders were injured while riding Verrückt, typically due to their rafts becoming airborne and colliding with the safety netting that covered the slide. The park supervisors and officials were eager to conceal the injuries to safeguard the park's investment, leading them to compensate those who got injured while disregarding the mounting safety concerns of the ride's staff and lifeguards. When the raft Caleb Schwab was riding became airborne, he collided with one of the metal supports holding the safety netting in place over the slide, causing instantaneous death and ejecting him from the raft. The 2 women who were riding with him suffered severe injuries but survived the incident. As the raft descended the final stretch of the ride, Caleb's remains trailed behind, leaving a grisly trail of blood. The water slide was permanently shut down following the accident, and the authorization granted to Schlitterbahn to self-inspect its rides was immediately revoked. Prior to its demolition, engineers examined the ride and discovered several safety violations. Jeff Henry, along with 2 other co-owners and designers, faced charges of involuntary manslaughter, but the case was dismissed due to inadmissible evidence being used in court. Despite the removal of Verrückt, Schlitterbahn Kansas continues to run to this day, with no on-site tribute to Caleb Schwab, the 10-year-old boy who lost his life on the ill-fated ride.